was it like to put the scrubs back on? I love the scrubs. They're very comfortable. Um, it was great to be back as Dr. Palmer. I love the character and was interested to see how it could develop further and how her relationship with Doctor Strange could develop further. I myself was curious about where they wind up. So, yeah, it was really nice to come back and have some action to do this time beyond outside of the emergency room. Yeah, it was exciting. Oh, being back with Benedict was so great. I think he's one of the greatest working actors right now, and he's so fun, and this character is so delightful. I love the Doctor Strange he created. So it was just, more of the same wonderful stuff. And, he's just so dialed in and yet so playful, and it's the best of everything with him. We do see my character moving on with her life. Yes, she has thrown in the towel with Doctor Strange a little bit. It was time. No, I think at a certain point, I think she would do anything for him, but she also couldn't be a doormat and wanted a team player, wanted to know she was part of a partnership rather than, an afterthought some days. Well, I had to figure out what made her different, and sort of make her different enough that it was unsettling, unnerving, that you think maybe you are with the old Christine, you are with the other Christine, the emergency room Dr. Christine, and then you realize you really, really aren't. So it was kind of walking that fine line of keeping her recognizable, but making sure there was like a chilling difference between them, and that her experience in life was very different from the other Christines, and her outlook on Doctor Strange is very different. Sochi is so playful and committed and sort of has this freshness that she's bringing to the universe, and she's such a powerful character. Her superpowers sort of eclipse most others, if that's even possible, but somehow it is. So, and she just played it beautifully, and it was a pleasure to work alongside her, and her joie de vivre is infectious. She's always having so much fun on the set and doing TikTok videos, and Benedict tried his best to learn the same dances. She's such a good dancer. So we just had a lot of fun. Yeah. I love working with Sam Raimi. He's also very playful and very fun on the set. I guess it makes sense, to dream up all that scariness and that horror, and he sort of exercises that on the screen and in his work. And so in life he's actually quite light and fun, and he's so humble, so there's a lot of collaboration. But I just loved that he would bring us into his mind's eye, and his storyboards were always available to us on set. There was no question you couldn't ask him. You have a lot of questions in these kinds of movies, a lot of threads you're trying to keep a hold of, and so he always had the time to. And he's so busy. He's got stuff coming at him from every direction. It's a big job directing a film like this, and he always has time for his actors. So it was great. The sets are phenomenal in this film. They transport you. Which is so important when you are working on green screen a lot, to be able to walk into a room and have a fair amount already set up for you, so you don't just have to rely on your imagination. But they're so rich, and it's so fun just between takes or between scenes to wander around and just look at all the detail and the imagination that's gone into each set. The what's it called? The Sanctum. Is it the Sanctum, right? The Sanctum is extraordinary. Just beautiful. I didn't get to spend any time in there on the first one, so to get to go into it here on the second one, I was like, ooh, this is what it's really like in here. Okay. So yeah, it was just made it all that much more fun. I think audiences can expect to be surprised, and they're going to be asked to, turn their brains on. I think that there's a lot to follow. It's a mind bender of a journey, which I think is what makes it so fun. I think the delight of seeing characters you think take these turns in another universe is just so exciting. The kind of what if playing out in movie version. Yeah, I think it's really fun, and it's dark. It's definitely taking a much spookier, darker turn than the other films have, under Sam's direction. Twisty? Yes, I would say the film is very twisty-turny. Is that one word, or is that a hyphenated word? It's got a lot of sharp turns, a lot of unexpected turns. It goes many different places, none of which I think most people will see coming.